Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. Young Kwanku has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off to the back. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cape's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Ready, ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go. Let go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
70 range. Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, in case they haven't paid attention in the narrative this week, Brock, let that be their final reminder. This is the league's #1 defense they're facing this time.
Yeah, these guys got to the stadium early. You're number one. You're playing with confidence. You're playing with juice. And you're playing to take the ball away.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd down now. Here's Starks. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Let's go now.
Throwing from his own end zone. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
70 Lions. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Taking a shot deep here. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers go up 6-0 here in the 1st.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Joshua Party to kick off.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. He gives a good Checo to start the drive. Cuts right. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Younghoe Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He hits his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10. the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Dart. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's just not the guy defensively if you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. There's a dive up the middle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 7-yard line.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Running right is Pacheco. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes down at the 1. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. He gets it again. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3.
Let's go now.
He'll go quickly to the right. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got first down here from the 36. Get some space around midfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Check 50, check 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
3rd and long for him here. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
79 Broncos.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing it again here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Got it, ready?
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Get it. 19, ready?
Quick throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
On the set.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Here we go, start.
Quick throw left side complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offensive enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
At the 49ers 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Hyatt with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Going on 3rd. Here's Dart. On the move, headed right. He's got the first down grab and still going. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. He comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. He doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. It's Pacheco again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has it in close. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
14, 49ers 10. Youngway Koo sets the kickoff.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. I'll throw it here on 1st. He's going deep this time. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception, just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. That one's caught along the left sideline. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rodway, 18, 70 Lions. Cup 19, 70 Red, Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He hits him downfield. This is Miller. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing here just before halftime. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. A lot of space ahead. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
49ers 17. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to put this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
19, fight, set up. Pass around, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, ready?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44.
Ready?
To throw here on first down. Completed over the middle. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Still sticking with the passing game. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
18 Rattlers. Ready?
Back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
70 Lions.
Toss to the right side. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing now, another shotgun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert. They'll come up on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
79 Broncos, Cougar 19, go.
He's going to throw this one. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. He fields it from the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Milton Williams making the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They connect for the 1st. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, Giants.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
19 strike. Go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Second and very short, looking to pass. It's his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
60 back. Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Giants. And New York takes it back for a touchdown. The Giants take the lead as Tom runs out here in the third. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Set to kick off.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Track Cowboy 80.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Motion man sent left. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. From the gun, here's Dart. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, it's not going to help in that decision at all. I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll go. Here's Dart. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 70.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this round. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Give now to the running back. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Here we go. 65, tap 60. 60, 18, rattler, 18, rattler.
Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
Hey, Buffalo 8, 69, Cowboy 80.
Setting up to pass. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
2-yard line.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. Come 90. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw it. Finds Miller, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. This one's caught. And it gets them the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Back to throw. Finds the in route, complete. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. All right, here we go. Second down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, if I know running backs, Kate, I think I do after all these years. This is not a want the next touch. This is a need, a demand for the next touch. Go get that fruit from that seed that you just planted at the 1.
Pacheco. Can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. An entire game coming down to the leg of Younghoe Koo. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. It doesn't get much easier than this. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.